Sagittarius, let's have a look and see how this relationship could potentially pan out and what you can expect with this person, what it would be like to be in a relationship with them. Okay, something quite powerful straight off the bat has become evident here. We've got the sun, and you've also got the chariot, which is actually symbolic of the moon. So you've got divine feminine, divine masculine connection happening here that's coming up around this connection. So straight off the bat, I am seeing that this would be quite a powerful relationship here for you, Sagittarius. Definitely one that's going to open up a new chapter. I do feel for the most part this person will want to be quite serious with you. The Ace of Pentacles is divine intervention, the hand of God. It's the ultimate stability card and something about traveling to the next phase or stage of a connection. So I'm convinced here that this person does have something quite serious to offer you, okay, especially in the physical realm. I do feel you're not going to be short on romance or happiness or good times, okay, but I do want to mention the sun, the fact that it sits next to the Tower card, could indicate that this person might be a little bit emotionally mature at times. There might be some things, some areas where they need to grow or learn, or things that they may need to experience for this relationship to happen. You know, the Tower moments, I don't see it to be quite a dull relationship, Sagittarius. I do feel it's going to be one that possibly will keep you on your toes, or there might be a few curveballs that come up along the way. Now, a lot of us will encounter this in any sort of relationship, in particular love relationships. But the fact that the Tower has come up could indicate, you know, this is someone who's going to want to try to build those solid foundations with you, but you will be faced with setbacks. Sort of unforeseen circumstances and events. I do feel like this Tower card can also indicate self-sabotaging behavior. So maybe this comes from a place of insecurity, maybe it comes from lack of understanding, maybe emotional immaturity, but that person could be bringing some of that into the relationship. The King of Cups is here, so I definitely feel this person has a big heart and will open their heart out to you, will open their heart to you. The Tower could indicate that, you know, sometimes the Tower card can be heartbreak. It can be devastation. And I feel the reason why that's coming up is because this person possibly will fall in love with you, Sagittarius. There is no one higher than the King of Cups, and what he represents is really powerful. It's a very deep bond. It's a very strong emotion. He is the ruler of the water, the emotion realm. And the fact that he has come up would sort of indicate that this is how that person would potentially feel about you. I think when they love with all their heart. And I feel like in a lot of ways they will be very dependent on you, Sagittarius, especially emotionally speaking. They've got the Chariot card. What I'm seeing is that for the most part, the two of you could really become emotionally dependent on each other, and you could really start something great, something significant, something that was destined, almost written in the stars here for you. It's a relationship that you'll possibly go public with. So essentially, I think this person will be very proud to have you by their side or on their arm. I feel like they'll be very happy. They'll want to be exclusive. So I'm not seeing that they'll particularly want to hide things. Or I think they'll want to travel at a fairly natural pace, which is good. I think your ability to rely on each other is very powerful. It's Cancer energy, remember the Chariot. So that Chariot can be that protective layer. Whether this person is protective / possessive over you, or whether they're very protective over the relationship or protective over themselves, their heart, their ego, that could also be the case here with the Chariot as well. But the black and white sphinxes really reiterate what I was saying with the sun and the moon both coming up in this reading here. This is a powerful commitment at play, Sagittarius, and I think a lot of greatness can come from that. I think it can open you up. This person can potentially lead you to a fantastic new chapter in love, provided that you go on course here and you overcome any obstacles with greatness. But there's a lot that can come from this, is what I'm seeing. I do feel like they'll they want to broadcast the relationship. I don't know if this is like through social media. I don't know if they'll write a song or write a book, but like the Chariot was very well known. It's an element of fame or prestigiousness. So in one way, I'm sensing that this person will want to show you or the relationship off, or do things in honor of the relationship. And there's an element of kindness that comes with a Chariot card because it's represented by Cancer. Cancer signs can be very romantic. So you could expect a lot of romance in this relationship. This person, like I said, they might write a song, they might make an album for you, they might post a lot of pictures on social media. And it'll be their way of showing how proud they are to be with you, how happy they are. It's their way of sort of sharing their happiness or your happiness together with the world, and that's, they're very open to that, which I love. So I think, I really like to see that. The child, the sun, Aries energy came up with the Fool. It can be a lot of new starts, new beginnings, new feelings, new activities, absolutely. It can be symbolic of challenges, but the Chariot overcomes challenges, so I think that could be an area of strength for you actually. Also Sagittarius, it's childlike energy. It's taking things day by day. It can be, yes, in one aspect emotional immaturity if it's read alongside the Tower card, but in another, I feel like the child is open to learning. So I feel like this person could be quite open-minded and understanding in what you're bringing forward, in your requirements, in your boundaries, in the pace you sort of set, Sag. I feel like they'll be fairly open-minded to that, or very embracing to that. Could also be a relationship where there's a lot of affection, possibly children or new additions to the family could be welcomed in as a result of this connection as well. So pregnancies, merging of families, blending of families, creating family homes together, that's absolutely possible. What I love is that the middle card is in fact the King of Cups. So I'm seeing there's a really deep bond here, that you're both going to be drawn to each other in a very powerful way. I think you'll both potentially fall in love. Or I think this person has the probability of you falling in love with them is quite high, Sag. Whether it's something you've ever encountered before or not, this person, the energy that they're bringing forward could definitely bring in true love, a deep love. He sits on top of the ocean here, floating on his slab throne. But this card also makes me think of the subconscious for some reason. And something about activating the subconscious comes to mind. It could be that, when looking at what you can expect in this connection, Sag, somehow this person may help unlock your subconscious feelings or desires or memories or intentions, but something that's sort of kept very close to you, okay? Kept hidden, kept out of view. Maybe it's a more vulnerable state, maybe it's your subconscious state, but I think if someone has the power to do that, then I think they're obviously doing something very significant to you, emotionally, mentally speaking, to sort of unlock that sort of subconscious energy. Or it could be that your subconscious align these desires that aren't outwardly spoken or outwardly known, and that are sort of the hidden mysteries of your soul or your psyche. I feel like that's coming up next to this person, so I think that's quite significant. I do, and I think that could be very significant for you. As a person, as a lover, when you encounter this person. There might be some dark phases here, okay? But I think you're stronger together than you will be apart. It's coming up. That solid wall behind the child here, it's strong and mighty, as is the Tower card. So I think what you can have is very significant. Again, the intimidating Chariot here. So I do feel like you do have solid foundations with this person somehow, or you will have them in this relationship. And if you have those very solid foundations, then that's what any relationship is based on. Then I think it's pointing to something that could be very successful. I think that's something that you'll work on fairly quickly when you come together, and you'll be able to produce something quite significant. Of course, time will tell, and each situation will be different, Sagittarius. But I do hope this reading has been insightful. Thank you again so much for watching.